It's particularly the laning phase.
Yes, this laning phase is going to be the ultimate test for this best of 5. It's going to be a long journey to get through this finals. And who walks away winning this laning phase could just end up winning the entire thing, as Miposhka will end up going down. Tofu finally claims first blood for Gamin Gladiators.
And this is a familiar story. Acceleration for Ace on the off-lane lone Drew. This is a hero that has demolished the lower bracket along with all the buildings in those series. A scary hero to give a lead off to here, especially when once more Gamin have a lot of tempo that can just go with Ace, go through these objectives, play with that Bear's timings. But I like what Spirit have brought out here in game 1, right? These are a lot of heroes that are not afraid to skirmish early and take it straight back to you.
Death against Tofu will end up helping to get the kill onto Tofu, but will end up falling into the end. And Ace is gladly a bit more onto Miposhka. They are definitely winning this lane. They're walking away with it a bit. And that's going to be fast over corrosion for the Bear. That's going to give him a lot of chase down potential in this lane. He's still going to find it. Miposhka, oh, he has that extra little bit of heal. They end up dying the Bear. That's going to be 300 gold over to Yutoro. But Ace can keep up that pressure with a fresh.
Either get some trades, be ready to defend them at the towers. This Beastmaster can trade on the map. That's another objective that Team Spirit can look for as this game progresses.
I feel like out of all the players on Gamin Gladiators, it's definitely Doraccio.
That's a resummon.
Yeah, it is. Ace, he'll lose yet another Bear, and Yutoro's just climbing up the...
Trying to skew it as much as possible to Team Spirit's advantage. Give them that breathing room. And of course, this is a Treant Protector lineup. We're talking about these objectives, something Gaming's focused on. You can keep your towers up. Living armor.
The double slows are going to help here, and Quinn's going to come back into this play, sees an opportunity, but so is Laurel. The two supports are already dead, though, and there's no way for this puck to change the matchup now.
+2 int on the board for Celery. Glaive's already getting some extra work done. We'll leave solo lanes on these sides, so Yutoro going to try and make the most
of the best about, but he's going to try and bait it out by showing his illusion mid and seeing if they can catch something in this top lane. Tofu, he's going to be marked there. Couldn't get there in time to snag away the Wisdom Rune, but they can get this one kill. Ace is around. Laurel, he'll back away. So will Ace. He's ready for the push that's coming in. In fact, he knows he's kind of surrounded by heroes.
They're watching you out of the lane. But I feel like every time you make one of these aggressive moves on Gamin in the early game, you're pretty happy with it, right? Because it means they're not going to Ace, they're not pushing your tower, and then things like this can start to happen where another kill for Yutoro. He is absolutely out of control.
Oh, and their carry's going to be in trouble as well. Both cores in big trouble.
For Quinn. Now it's a question of what he can do with it here. Can you rotate into Yutoro's lane? Is this Weaver killable in the very early game? Calling plus some roots, it's doable. In fact, they're just going to bring everybody up here. Try and go on Ace again. This is when the lone Druid is susceptible.
Perfect opportunity with the Bear now being put on cooldown. They have done serious damage to Ace, killing him so many times, and even maybe catching Tofu here. Celery's going to try and slow him down, but that's two supports without a real stun. They're just going to back away. The
gyro damage. That turnaround is deadly. Treant's going to give you sustain to just push through a lot of this poke damage. You're also missing the support ults. Orta and Silencer are not too strong when they don't.
Got the first silence on him. If they can keep him in place, the dead shot moves him back in. They have to use the global, but it will get the job done. A huge kill streak going the way of Ace. His network to see if he can drive right on through and straight to Miposhka. He'll find him here in the corner, clear out most of the trees, but Laurel's actually going to bounce back in here.
They're going to retake the fight.
Miposhka's going to stand and fight as best he can, but they off Ace immediately. Laurel trying to make his way out, and oh, the silence. Maybe he gets clipped again. He's dead. Couldn't jump to his orb in time. Yeah, they get Ace, but it does cost them quite a bit, as Laurel was a big piece of the momentum for Team Spirit here.
Tofu feel really nice with this Treant Protector lineup. Miposhka did not go for living armor points early, hasn't even needed them at this point, and all three tier 1s are up. Another aggressive foil play.
Tofu with the calling, trying to protect Mira just outside of that silence, use the snowball, try and get some distance. Nice dead shot, though. Actually hit Laurel in the background.
Yeah, but the goal to lock down these mobility heroes if they can find them. Right now, Miposhka just doing some scouting.
Few minutes spot Miposhka, but there's nowhere for him to really run. He knows it too. He's definitely been caught, but he got some good information that'll lead to the pickoff on Ace. He saw all those heroes and he said, guys.
Eventually, look towards that second Roshan with it, get the spell and debuff immunity up for the silences that are causing the problems in the fight. Then you're not too worried about anything as Quinn is getting shredded by the death
Yeah,
throw.
Even if you get out the Rolling Thunder, the physical damage from Yutoro is too.
Team Spirit will play it safe, play it slow. Age is out in 50 seconds, so you have to think about the timer here.
Look at that burst damage. Quinn Caught by the coil and instantly killed by Yatoro. And you can feel it. Yatoro seeing an opportunity. They're going to be able to cut down Celery. And now he goes in for the kill. The Apex does expire, but the rest of his team provides the disable. So as second life comes back up, he's going to shred through Ace. Looks over to Tofu next. Now, last left, perhaps Duraccio trying to run him down. Duraccio doing his best he can, but up against 3 different cores, he can't actually. He has to run away. Oh, missing out on the dead shot. Yatoro is unstoppable. He's just diving to the base like it's nothing.
You just think about it again. 30 HP is the only thing that'll save you. Get his BKB. He will not have time lapse for this fight because I don't need it.
Overgrowth with the 3-man coil. It's looking beautiful. Yatoro's right in there with his fresh BKB. Delay the damage in these cores. Once again, Ace has no chance with the bear. And of course, the Beastmaster's going to lock down that ball. You're not going anywhere, Quinn. They're going to catch more. Tofu's going to be the last one down. Duraccio only survives because of his TP.
Everything coming together. Triple BKB instantly revealed all together on the exact fight before. It's just beautiful gameplay here from Team Spirit, and Gaming still searching for answers because the second these fights start, they're already over. They don't even know they're coming.
Yep.
High ground play for sure, right? You let him go into you, abuse the fact that the calling's a really strong defensive spell. You catch the tree at first. That's a nice pickoff.
And it's actually really nice with the gem on the ground.
Yeah, okay, so you needed a gem in this game. Maposhka will give it to you. That's a big pickup. Limit the vision, limit Maposhka's aggressive for you right now, but you're not going to like it.
It's going to be a shot to the back of the head. Gone! Blown away by Yatoro, and they catch Quinn in the mid lane. They don't need Yatoro to make this kind of play. Laurel activates his BKB to catch the opposing.
He's just going to amp this physical through the roof right now, which makes this high ground siege a lot more tempting.
Here goes to the jump. BKB immediately activated by Duraccio, but there's that physical damage. Duraccio, he can't actually stand up against Yatoro and has to back away to the diving. Yatoro's, yeah, he's just going to go for it. See if he gets the grid. He got it! Oh, no way!
About a high ground break mechanism, they really get in a stalemate and need it. He's just going to kick someone out, and Yatoro just runs straight into them.
Pops BKB, turns around. Oh man, that damage is just building up so quickly. Quinn's got it in an instant, so is the bear. Duraccio battling up against Laurel, but the big bad boss of the fight is definitely Yatoro. And once he turns his eye on a hero, it disappears.
Over.
Game over for this one. The Team Spirit making absolutely no qualms about shutting Gamin Gladiators.
Tier 1s, then suddenly the Penguin can come in with a counter gank and the Rolling Thunder and turn things around. You're really happy with that type of gameplay here because again, you're farming it up. You got Magnus, Faceless Void. You know Gamin are going to go into you.
This is a hard duo to match up against. You throw that Inkswell on the Magnus. He pulls you close. That'll help because Quinn wants to be able to make moves, particularly with this Arcane Rune, which he's going to put to use now. Caught a mid-shield crash. So that ability no longer there, and with the 2 support rotations, it's easy to kill Laurel.
Exactly what they're looking for. Combine the calling dead shot with this Primal Beast. Anybody goes aggressive obs out, the happier you're going to be when that period comes. Another power rune should be secured from Quinn here.
Oh, these runes are getting a little crazy. Oh, that skewer plays against Collapse as he does a ton of damage onto himself thanks to the trample from Quinn. Blocked out by his own Sprout, though. He's going to try and get to the other side of this cliff. Laurel does hop down to chase after him, though.
Laurel showing the power of a non-real hero in his hands as he will take that rune away from Quinn. Nope. Going back to it now when it matters.
A particular strength of Western Europe in general, so And I love those DPC matches throughout the year. Stacking was a big factor for all of those teams. Ace does have the reincarnation here, but it looks like Team Spirit want to try and burn it away from him. The Skeletons will push back, though, while Broshka is chased away.
Brother against brother here. Whose Skeletons are better?
Well, right now, it's going to be Quinn trying to jump in, but immediately stopped by Laurel. The counter initiation. Quinn's trying to get out of here, but he's going to be caught. The Inkswell plus the Sans is going to try and trample his way over the left-hand side, and he is slowed down, pulled back in by Collapso. Oh, and a Chronosphere actually locking away these two other cores right in front of this tower. Celery's trying to stop him now as they turn back around onto Ace, trying to finish him up. There goes that reincarnation. Duraccio doesn't have much mana to work with, and on the fresh life, Ace is going to be pulled back underneath that tower again, just like Quinn. They are in trouble. Now Duraccio's under this one as well, surrounded by 5 heroes. He's going to be morphing into strength and try and wait for him over the left-hand side, but with all of this damage, he just cannot get far enough away. Gamin Gladiators will lose.
Outfarm the enemy. You're going to theory outscale him. Now, a lot can happen in those fights. This lineup from Gamin can scale very hard. We've seen Primal Beast go very deep in these later games.
One stun, get the follow-up silence.
Of course,
too many heroes.
That can also happen.
Yeah, this is the move the Gamin Gladiators. They were trying to play off this, being able to get...
Walks it off. I think he even misclicked his swashbuckle there.
Duraccio on the edge of the Chronosphere. Now that's an idea. Team Spirit said, oh, used all those resources bottom lane, huh? It'd be a shame if your carry got picked off, wouldn't it?
A heavy cost indeed to missing this game. Down to Ace in a lot of games, but
yeah,
particularly right now, he's the strongest hero on the map. He can create the pressure. He can do things like this where he just solo create an opportunity. They're gonna find both supports.
Ace
will walk it off.
Yeah, he's got to back away. He showed so many heroes up there killing Maposhka earlier. Maposhka
free. There's no way you're fighting them without those big ults off cooldown. Or without Collapse being stronger. Skewer on skewer play. You're coming with me,
Skewer him up into the TP point from Quinn. Collapse, as long as he keeps the damage on him, he's not going to be able to blink away, and Quinn will finish the job. Great move from Duraccio.
These are good Morphling combos you can use for the fights and the team. Quinn starting to pick up the pace and
instantly silenced, and a beautiful soul bite, and now an ink swelled up pinball coming through straight to the heart of Gamin Gladiators. Duraccio's already burned out of most of his mana, pops his wand, but Duraccio, he needs to be able to get away from both Laurel and Yatoro, and he's been burned out. No chance there. Gamin Gladiators still have a chance though to be able to fight back around Ace and his Radiance, but without their carry, it's not looking great as Ace is going to be burned out his first life. And they fight around this second one. Quinn's sticking around. They certainly don't want to be giving up Ace like this. Here's shot back.
Coming up in 2 seconds here. Hero that is not afraid to fight off cooldown.
They're really going to farming the Tormentor right in front of Gamin Gladiators base. That is crazy, but they just did it. 4 heroes, that's all they needed. Meanwhile, Celery being gone on by Yatoro. He just gets a bit of a poke, gets a reaction out of Gamin Gladiators. Ace will try and punish him, but
there's no follow-up.
Yeah, he needs a lot more. Celery's going to try and chase up. The TPs are coming in here, tries to block him out with the Sprout, but Yatoro is running free. Duraccio chases after him, gets him with the time dilation,
really
though. But it is a very Duraccio, but he gets it. He gets that kill, no, turns back around, on the Collapse. Oh, RP'd right in front of that tier 2, but silenced up just in the nick of time before his skewer comes through.
He wants more.
Yeah, he does. He sees his opportunity. What a beautiful entrance from Duraccio into this game.
That is the power of stolen time dilation.
For them, hard dispel to be able to help save this angle or this Faceless Void when they need it most. But maybe there's just too much firepower some of these times. As you can see from Gamin Gladiators, when their cores start linking up, and they're picking up the pace now. Duraccio, he's just swarming forward, seeing if there's anybody else to be able to catch deep elves away. See if they can find the opening on Gamin Gladiators.
Quinn has position, but
it's the ward. On the high ground, BKB immediately goes out. Now he has to turn and chase, but he's not going to be close enough. Team Spirit got something big out of him, but they do hit them all. That's going to be able to hit all those heroes. The RP does manage to lock down the 2 heroes. They jumped into the RP. Duraccio dies immediately. He's going to have to do all the damage from here on out, but the Rolling Thunder is dangerous. It slows him down with the bashes, and the Rolling Thunder hits, and there's no chance. And now they leave Quinn. Yeah, trap him inside that Chronosphere. He's BKB. Get the rest. Oh, it's Gamin Gladiators who had an opportunity there to be able to upset, but now just what they feared the most, which was losing a fight and giving the Roshan to Team Spirit. That may have just occurred.
It's gonna switch the suck to that Wrath of Nature, rooted them all, which means Yatoro wants to go back.
He's got an opening here. Looks for it with the Chronosphere. They were so grouped up on Gamin Gladiators, but he doesn't have the vision. He's now been grabbed.
He's been highlighted.
Disabled. They actually have that AoE. The calling goes out. He's on the other side. He actually gets away. The Inkswell time walk undoes so much of the damage, and now Gamin Gladiators have to play it a little bit slow. Have to respect that Soulbind. They cleanse themselves of the ghost. That silence is now gone. The Soulbind is away.
Oh,
Yatoro, he's still waiting for his opportunity to get that call. He got 2, 3, 1 in the back, 2 in the front, and that's going to be the Aegis down for the Morphling. A second life for both him and Ace, though. Can Yatoro fight through this one? Is he going to be able to get away? The shotgun through, the entangle as well. That's enough. They bring down the carry. Now for the rest, Team Spirit. Playing back into this one, the Inkswell, now Skewer, locking them together. Oh, maybe he can fight this one out. Dyrachyo waveforms over it, trying to separate from his team a little bit, make sure this Swashbuckle doesn't absolutely decimate them like it does Tofu. In the back lines, Ace trying to chase down Dyrachyo, helps him out, but Dyrachyo dies as him up just on the very tip. Just enough to be able to get that kill before he falls. Collapse tries to skewer away, but locked down by Quinn in the end.
Cannot escape. Too many lives on the side of Gamin. A buyback from Celery gets another Wrath of Nature through. That fight lasted so damn long. And of course, you had the Aegis on Dyrachyo. How much room are you willing to give up right now?
That charge, they spot Celery. Chronosphere on the 2 of them. So he's going to bring down the support first. Nice use of the dead shot there. That'll make sure Ace doesn't get punished too much. But Chronosphere for a 5 position. I don't think Gamin Gladiators mind that too much, as long as they don't lose control of the road. Yatoro wants to be able to employ, right? He wants to Chronosphere, make sure that there's 1 hero or maybe 2 that gets no impact to the fight, just like it looks like Quinn. Ooh, he barely gets off that, but he is going to be slowed down as soon as the DKB is worn away. The time dilation takes into play. And yeah, Team Spirit have got him.
Just good vision on the map. Lets them set up for this kill. And just as he was pushing towards that Aghanim Scepter, you're talking about the Wraith King as the Primal Ag close to bursting Yatoro, but the man knows his limits. Elvin Tunic to help him.
Oh, Tofu!
Yeah!
A shot from downtown claims the life of Yatoro.
Just as I caster cursed the hell out of him, he gets shot down. Well, the man knows his limits, but I guess not.
They're still looking forward with this smoke. There's a hesitancy
out
here.
Yatoro?
Yeah, this is I'm surprised Gamin Gladiators are surprised that they're even out here.
What the hell is this move?
He's put him on high ground.
Oh, and
he doesn't have a TP. Where are you? Quinn! He's going to be able to get a force out down to the low ground, but that was an opportunity to get the pickup, and instead it's Collapse who finds the pickup. Another Ogre Seal Totem for Celery, trying to keep him alive. Bump back in, hold the Swashbuckle, just barely outside of the range there, and they Toro's back into it. Dyrachyo will be the first one down. Quinn, he has BKB. Can he get it off? No, too many stuns.
This damage is ramped up so damn fast.
Oh, Collapse got him on the Inkswell.
Yatoro says, you had your fun, you had your cliff walk, but I'm here to clean it up.
And Ace trying to get away desperately. Blink is up. He will get out. Yes. Oh, they got a scan on him.
Yeah, turn that radiance off, son. Get the hell out of there.
You gotta hide. You gotta hide. You can't be farming right now. There's that shot.
Portrait game, right? And these Soulbinds have been landing. There's not a lot to block them. You get the Wraith King, you get that aura going back. It's a great illusion. You get the Morphling. You're gonna clear house on the back line. So suddenly, the scale from Team Spirit is starting to pick up the pace on their supports. These are scary ones.
RP straight up in the top lane. He got caught. Trying to hit that tier 2. You can get nothing for free against Team Spirit. Collapse denies Dyrachyo that opportunity. Dyrachyo compliments on the initiation, but the damage is...
I mean, Laurel hasn't even had to jump in aggressively yet. He's just playing behind his other cores.
Yep.
Be a free lane of racks here. They're going to go for number 2. Dyrachyo, 3 seconds on the spawn. Butterfly completed for Yatoro now. No MKB in sight. You're going to have to do this the hard way. Just charge in and hope it goes your direction.
Checking it out, seeing who's TPing in. Or with the Lincolns. Got an extra life. He's got a BKB in his backpack for that second life.
Oh,
and then got an opportunity from Collapse. Hold Celery out of position. Dyrachyo gonna try and use that Faceless Void form to be able to help out, but the Chronosphere goes into work. The old Scepter not actually grabbing the real one. Yato's still up, and he finishes off the Morphling so easily. Now the RP gets the other 2 cores. Team Spirit so clean. The extra ghosts come out from the Wraith King, but doesn't really do anything. Ace just pops BKB on the second life. They do manage to get another pick here on his Celery. He tries to jump forward. They've got nothing left in the tank on Gamin Gladiators. They are all gonna throw their damage around. The Chief's actually getting popped. Collapse got a little bit low, but in the fountain Laurel goes.
The rampage.
Toro a rampage, maybe a double. No, Tofu's gonna deny him that. They're gonna call the GG unless pulled back in.
No, this one is
a second rampage to finally close it up.
I mean, why not add to his total, right? This is the player with the most rampages in a single TI run. Yep.
Real quickly, want to give a shout out to our observers, our hardworking observers who have been keeping us through this entire tournament. Ace, maybe in some trouble here. Maposhka, he's trying to dodge all of these ghosts. He doesn't want to leave the calling. He'll take that extra bit of damage to try and risk it, but he does end up falling as a result. And now Ace, he'll have some helping hand from Tofu. Beautiful dead shot to push him back in. And Gamin Gladiators, a very clutch fight there for them. Tofu and Ace get a big win in their off lane.
Hard in Dota right now. Pretty strong early game for Team Spirit. They're going to look to try and fight back, but Quinn with a nice rotation, just eyeing Yatoro up here all alone. We'll get the hit back.
If you're just going to keep dying in your lane, you might as well rotate out of it. Even if it means you're doing map, they failed to get the initiation on Collapse. We're going to try and join Quinn for the power rune. Quinn's going to need that help too. He sounds up the poison touch. The Inkswell's on top of him, but he does manage to get away with the swashbuckle just in time. The charge is going to complete. Collapse, he's got his ultimate. He may not even need it though. The poison touch slowed him down so much. And Maposhka is getting a TP out the shot. Oh, he was so close, but it runs out. It doesn't get there in time. And now a snowball to the other side to meet Soracchio, as it is now him who is surrounded by Team Spirit heroes, too many to count. Slow down just yet. They still have that Rolling Thunder. Didn't use it in the last fight, so Tofu and Celery think to themselves that if they can get the right kind of initiation here with the Rolling Thunder, they can follow it up with the Ice Blast, but Yatoro? Uh-oh, he's in the staircase. It's going to be very awkward. The Soul Bite does actually latch onto the two of them as Spectre jumps into the mix as well. Please tell me they're going to hit him. Oh, they barely got it.
In the fountain, he will go down. It wasn't even the blast. It was like an urn tick or something that got him in the end. Post that grave.
Tofu just left him alone. Tofu was needed to be able to disrupt this combination, but now Ace is left alone, speeds himself away. Somehow the Inkswell didn't go off in time. Maposhka didn't pop that one. Soracchio was like, okay, now it's my opportunity. Hello, Maposhka. Oh, almost got him with a fear shot there on the left-hand side, but Maposhka still dies. Collapse zone trouble, has a charge instead, opts for the TP out, but that doesn't make it.
Calculations not on point here. Yeah, he could have just charged the other side of the map. Maybe he didn't have a good target, but was a mid-wave. He will collect a 3x streak off him.
Such an important kill too. Gaining Gladiators with the Ice Blast on top of Laurel. Now, Collapse are only 2K net worth up. They've hit some timings, yes, but they still have to worry about the double hand of Midas. They have to play this clean. They need to be able to get good executions, but they can't afford to use any pickoffs. Good roll in from Quinn. From behind, though, trapping Team Spirit. Shot goes out, looking for more. The Dazzle was shown there. Quinn getting in front of him. Blocks him out with a swashbuckle, slows him down with the inhibit from the diffuser plate. Allows Soracchio to do the damage. He pops the shallow grave. Laurel, he really wants to finish off Quinn. Will he get that kill? The poison touch. He's got a regen. A Lotus given over to him as well. Good plays from Gamin Gladiators. Give him the extra bit of regen he needs, and now he's
to just heal through with the inverse waves and get that going.
Yeah, you've got Dazzle, you've got the Inkswell heal that, would have been a factor if it wasn't for all the anti-heal they have. And then also the Chaos Strike, that lifesteal that the Chaos Knight is so dependent on.
And there is no downtime for this lineup.
Look at him, burned out of mana. They try and give him over a little bit, see if he can charge his way out of there. It's up on calling, trapped in the corner. And then they use that Storm Panda to be able to catch more. Laurel is going to die as well. The Dazzle getting no footing in this game.
Ace making his presence felt, and this was with a second item, Boots of Travel. So this isn't even some like early core item.
Pochka looks like he didn't have a way back to the base, so he tried to skirt on through Gamin Gladiators side of the map, but he was spotted and he will be brought down.
This Brew Spectre combination working wonders right now as Ace is 5-0.
Slips right past Team Spirit. They
Yeah,
the high ground ward immediately spots Pochka, and Dyrachyo recognizes that is the hero he wants to get first at the dead shot. Bounces over to Yotaro and hit by the Rolling Thunder. He's trapped, caught, and there's nowhere to go from there. Too many disables on the side of Gamin Gladiators. And
They go in. Still, I feel like if you're Team Spirit, you're trying to wrap this game out right now. And that is a big paradigm shift from games 1 and 2.
yeah, how do you wrap though against a Spectre? And, well, you got this Quinn. He is running around with a Pangolier. You're not going to be able to solo in a lane for very long. It only takes a few seconds for Gamin Gladiators to spot the opportunity to jump onto you, and Ice Blast not even needed. Tofu has the damage necessary to kill the support by himself.
And the really nice thing about what's happening right now.
Looking for Mira. Just get the vision on him. They'll spot him now, and there it is. They jump immediately. Snowball trying to put to work, but it just means it's going to be dragged back in. Does manage to get a shard, but unfortunately, Dyrachyo doesn't care about your blocks there. The Ice Shards does nothing when he has free pathing.
Spirit Rolling Thunder very far away. He's just going to initiate from 3,000.
Yeah, because at any point in time, the Spectre can join him as soon as he gets that initiation, but they don't quite catch him. The Ice Blast is going to be stretched out. Yotaro may see an opportunity to turn this around. Yeah, he's going to go for Dyrachyo here with the Snowball to hit him down. There's so many heroes. They dispel out the Phantasm, but Yotaro himself, he will bring down. He will use his own hand to take down the enemy carry. Now looks to finish up these Brewlings if possible. Gamin Gladiators trying so hard. The last one is gonna die. Double kill for Yotaro. For Celery, a blink away from Quinn. He cannot afford to get caught here, but he doesn't have a TP. If he gets spotted,
They scanned him. They know.
on the scan. Uh-oh. Quinn's gonna be in for a rude awakening in a second here. He just needs his blink up, and he gets hit by the Dipto. Swashbuckler up the side, but they have the silence on him. The Ghost remains with Quinn. He tries to go for a roll-up play, but he's got nowhere to roll away to.
Those have TP back, but
Stuck in the corner, gets some good damage from Swashbuckle, but too many heroes.
map and keep setting up these pickoff plays for Dyrachyo, who's the one maybe getting picked off here. Yotaro just walks in blind.
Get a 3 second gun, pull him back in, but the silence is doing a lot of work. Quinn tries to roll up, but collapses. The Ice Blast just managed to grab 2 of those cores. Roll up Snowball onto Dyrachyo. They take that for Yotaro. Yotoro's in big time trouble. They give him the shallow grave. Laurel
what a shard.
BKB, but a beautiful shard blocking out some of these heroes. It's not enough. Yotaro still falls, and now with the toss up in the air, Laurel will come down to a hard reality. Crash down, he does have the BKB. And that Aghanim Scepter with so many units around him is so much heal. He is not going to die so easily. Gamin Gladiators thought they had an easy target. He will fight to the bitter end. He'll bring down Dyrachyo before he finally falls. Collapse stuck though in the silence. The buyback required from Gamin Gladiators because Laurel was too tough of a nut to crack.
That looked way closer than it should have been, right? These inverse heals are doing mad work at the end of the fight. That team fight definitely helps. Still 500 off here, but that's going to be a large damage ramp. Shadow Step comes out. Look,
Dyrachyo's trying to do this solo. It's a bit dangerous. Collapse. They're going to try and turn back around. They do have the Ice Blast that'll finish off here pretty easily. And Collapse, he's got to be careful of his damage by Yotaro. He comes in, swipes down Dyrachyo. But the rest of the team is now here from Gamin Gladiators looking for the catch, but Collapse has already rolled away. Ball chasing after. Oh, the hook shot. It's not quite enough. They have no stuns. Collapse breaks free.
Straight through the man's heart. He did not care. He just walks it off. Can't really get much closer than that. And once more, Yotaro, he finds an angle in the fight, cleans up Dyrachyo, and gets the hell out. That is a full Silver Edge reveal done.
And now the Aegis is going to be taken away from Quinn.
The pickoff game is shifting, right?
Yes, it is. They're not respecting the Shadow Blades, not respecting the aggression, but a Yule Scepter stalls him up. Collapse. Yotaro actually has BKB. They do catch the Ancient Apparition. He's going to die pretty damn quickly there. Roll up. The Brewlings go. So
they need to
stalling out Yotaro. Now that his BKB is on cooldown, now their magic damage can really go to work, and they can slice and dice through that carry pretty damn quickly. But Pochka, obviously, he doesn't have much hope of living through this. So the fight does turn against them. Not the worst, though, for Team Spirit, I would say, just purely the fact that they're continuing to keep things a little even.
And their other 2 cores are farming the map.
Yes.
And they've got to be happy with, like, you know, the next 10 minutes here. This is when the Dazzle and the Breaker are going to come online. And everything depends on these team fights. Collapse
They're getting the right kind of initiation here. A charge that hits both supports. Quinn on the run here. They immediately jump after him. Laurel chasing after him with that shard to be able to slow him down. Yeah. He's not going anywhere. 3 dead on the side of Gamin Gladiators, and Team Spirit have changed this game. The narrative was supposed to be Gamin Gladiators controlling and seeing if they could end it, but Team Spirit have turned this all back around in the space of just this 5 to 7 minutes. Somehow slips past detection. Oh, no, he's got it. Brace Lincoln gets him with the Dispel on the Gold Scepter, but it is going to cost Celery his life. He does have a buyback. He's going to play for it. Quinn off the mark there with his blink in, trying to hit some heroes, but they've already popped their BKBs and are resetting a little bit. Celery, he's going to try and walk back into this fight. He's got to be careful, though. He may get caught by Collapse. He spots it.
Down the
tower. Yeah, that Ancient Apparition's gone. No more Ice Blast for you to be able to use. Ace has to use his ultimate. He knew the Toro was gunning for him there, and he could have done up. Now they back away. Primal Split being used. If they can get everybody out, it's a dream for Team Spirit. Collapse is making that momentum, though. Pushed back by the Void Panda. Now hit by the Orchid. If they can kill Collapse, that'd be great, but he has so many Dispels and so many heals. Mira jumping in. Go for the back line. The Pango's been caught, and Yatoro, he destroys him so instantly. Now turns his damage on to Darachi. Back by Collapse. A charge on through. Tofu, he does manage to get the force tap down to low ground. Does get a dead shot onto Collapse, but he's still pretty damn healthy, and they turn this one around. It is all Team Spirit, and they will feast on the Brewmaster last.
Team fight decision making just off the charts here. I mean, the kiting dealing with the ult, they just make it look way too easy right now, and so many charges going through from Collapse. He is looking for the high five, and he will get it here. That was a swell. There's Four Staff's Grave. Cole's gonna take his chance to
Anything first down. Oh man! Before you can even complete the sentence, he's already gone. They do have an Ice Blast, though. That's pretty well positioned. Duracio's already cleaned up the Grimstroke. It's not too bad, but Duracio, he needs to get out of there. And oh my god, that's so much.
Buyback from the Spectre.
Too much damage. Spectre has to win this now, but he has to be careful of that Dazzle. They have to be able to take away this Aegis at the bare minimum. Surely they have to go for more. They have to risk it. Collapse is going to do to make sure you can't set up on Yatoro. Now Yatoro will turn back around on you. He's ready for that fight. He pulls back into Duracio. This could be it for Gamin Gladiators unless they find a way out of it. Quinn's dead next. Now Duracio, a dive back for him. He falls. Tofu's pulled back in. He is pulled to his death, down into his grave. Quinn, last man standing for Gamin Gladiators.
It will be a one-man stand against what is looking like the best team in the world right now. Absolutely, as they take a commanding team.
Little opening is all it takes with Mira lurking from behind.
Ace back up. We'll see what he can do to stall this out. Gonna need one hell of a Primal Split here.
Yatoro starts pushing forward. Mira doesn't quite get it there, and they actually stop the Spirit Breaker right in front of their base, but they're locked in by the shards. Quinn's able to hop around it, but now the look, he holds him in place. He can't do anything against that, but at least the Brewmaster can. Gets off the split, but the throne is exploded, and now he's been
welcome to hell.
Oh no! It is too much for Gamin Gladiators to be able to handle. They are not going to be able to get through this. They have to pray to get out, but the Cathedral is merciless. It is Team Spirit who are unstoppable. They will take it. The best team